Hey everyone, good morning. Kenny from Juicy F-150s coming at you with a little different video today as you see what I got behind me. Today's video isn't going to be about trucks, it's going to be about what else we do, right? So, how many of you all got another hobby? This is mine right behind me. I have a couple toys. One of them I just got rid of like yesterday. I had a 2017 XP4 high lifter razor picture right here that I decided to sell. Don't use it so much, so I do have some other toys. And what else are you all in? Let's talk about it. So here it is. It's 2003 660 Raptor. I know nothing about the internal motor part of this machine. I just have some basic mechanic-ish, basic, hands-on skills so that I'm able to work on things and build. So, and just start digging in. Quick little walk around. Before we talk about it here a little bit. All right. So I'm going to be posting 2 pictures here in a second of what the machines looked like when I first got them. Yeah, them. Here are the 2 pictures. So you see the first one is basically just a rolling chassis that I received in part of the deal. Got them both for about $600. Second picture is a more complete machine that had a motor but no electric. So we started putting things together and figuring out what was going on. What I did was purchase a service manual to figure out what I'm working with. Took all the plastic off, and that's the thing people see the most is the plastic. Tire wise, I left what came on them. Probably could use some new rubber in the back. I mean, they got plenty of life left on them, but factory bead locks. I think these came off the rears came off of a 450, Yamaha 450. The rears that came on it are over here. One of them was bent, and it was just easier to just find a used deal for both of them. So I got both of these for like $40. Front rims were fine, were a little bit beat up, so I just kind of took a file around them, scraped off any of the excess metal, put the tires back on, inflated them, no problems with that at all. It has a FMF power core exhaust, which was on the rolling chassis. Had to buy some new gaskets and put new gaskets in it to seal the exhaust up to the front of the header. Open the sides up, check the clutches out. Clutches look good, no problem with the clutches. I don't know, water pump, everything looked fine. So I drained all the antifreeze out, and I don't know much about the machines and how they run. If they run hot, I would assume they do run hot, considering the fact that it's a race machine. But I changed all the fluid out with Evans, a waterless coolant. It has a higher boiling point, so when your machine overheats and it goes into limp mode, typically what's associated with that is your antifreeze in there boiling and spilling out of the machine. So that's a big problem. The less coolant you have in there, the hotter it's going to get. So I put the Evans in there. It has a really high boiling point, so more or less your motor will blow up before this stuff spills out, and is a lifetime coolant. Now you won't be able to blow up. Well, at least in my razor, you won't be able to blow up, because once it went into limp mode, it was a protective mode to keep it from overheating. Definitely does have a radiator on it, have a fan on it, everything works fine. As you see, the bolts up here in the front, because I am yet to purchase a front bumper. I need to do that next. That's like the last thing I need to do. Front shocks I had put in there were off of a 450 as well. I did have to grind the shock mount down a little bit so that it didn't touch so bad. But then they fit right in there. Looks great. I believe, yeah, I sold the original ones to somebody in a Razor 170 group. I think I have some videos of that as well. I'm going to post a video of my kid's 170. Regular aftermarket, just hand grips. I cleaned up, painted the top part of the original throttle cable, which I'm going to have to figure something out with that. I assume it maybe supposed to be loose because whenever I make a left-hand turn, it pulls and it will actually give it more throttle without me hitting the throttle. Got aftermarket adjustable levers on the front. It's got the little billet Raptor little dash part and a little short vent. Wrapped the seat in some gator looking vinyl that I got from Walmart. You know, it might have been like $15 for 2 square foot or $10 for 2 square foot. It wasn't much. Redid some. It has the nerf bars that came off the other machine. The rear foot guards came off the other machine as well. One of them was broke on this one, so I just swapped them out for the other machine. The rear shock works fine. I put new sprockets on the front and rear. Put a brake block off in the back. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what all I've done to this thing. A lot of the parts just were not here. So there was a lot of eBay shopping of parts that came in, a lot of sanding, and then I just put paint on them. The rears also have I think a 4-inch spacer in there, as you can see. So it pushes the wheels out 4 inches, or 2 inches, and 2 inches per side, making it a total of 4. This is the chain that I got off of Amazon with the rear sprocket. I mean, I really like this machine. It's fun. So this is the biggest thing that I've done. The back plastic here was destroyed. Had a huge crack in it, which you'll see in the picture. So the picture shows a huge crack that's coming up through the middle. I actually used a plastic welder, welded that back together, went underneath it, put a wire mesh, welded that into the plastic. Then I sanded all the top, put fiberglass over it, 2 or 3 layers of fiberglass. Then I put the fiberglass body filler. Hey, I mean, it looks, I mean, you know, this side here compared to that side, I mean, the only part that I can tell is a little different is right here. I didn't get it so super smooth, but you know, that works for me. And as you all notice who don't have Raptors, these little body clips here. So I welded a bracket together that comes off of here and it comes across. And it just, instead of original mount here, which were broke on both pieces, the original mount that was here is broke. I arched this out and put one on the outside here to keep all that flex down. I mean, it flexes a little bit, but it doesn't flop around and bat in the wind. So it's what supports this rear here. So as you see, here's all the fiberglass and everything underneath. A little bit of the Bondo that's still exposed, but that's fine. Like I said, this is an off-road machine. Everything works. The only problem I'm having with it is I can't get my valves adjusted right. And the carburetor I'm having a little iffy with. It seems that sometimes it'll let me give full throttle and run fine. Other times it just won't. I'll give it full throttle and it wants to bog down. I don't know much about the carbs. I don't know much about the jet. I don't know if it needs jetted because it has an F and F pipe on it. And these are stock jets. I don't know if it already has jets in it. I don't know if the motor's bored. But for what my wife and I are going to do with this, it's a great little machine to have. Because we ride with our children just around here on the property. And there's the Outlaw 90 in the front and the Outlaw 110 EFI in the rear. We're going to do a video on those a little bit at a different time as well. But yeah, here's my baby. I enjoyed putting this together and taking it apart. Alright, if you have any questions or any concerns about it, let me know. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Follow my videos. I am going to do a little more on my channel than just trucks. I'm going to have some trucks and four-wheeling videos, but basically my truck is going to be my main thing. Alrighty, you all have a blessed day. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.